Welcome to the debate. You know, you look at an architectural blueprint, and everything is perfect. The lines are straight, the measurements are exact.
Right. It all looks flawless on paper.
Exactly. You can practically see the water flowing through the pipes just by tracing the blue ink. But step off the page and into an urban settlement in Ethiopia, and that perfect blue line is often just a dry, broken tap. Today, we are examining the chasm between structural frameworks and human dignity in urban wash infrastructure.
Yeah, the water, sanitation, and hygiene sectors. And the fundamental question we are looking at is this. When vulnerable populations are left without basic services, is it because our official policies are gapped, or is it purely a failure of local implementation?
Right. And I argue the frameworks are actually incredibly robust. The breakdown happens strictly during execution.
And my position is that a policy disconnected from physical, lived realities isn't just poorly executed. It is fundamentally incomplete.
Well, let's look at the source material analyzing urban Ethiopia. The progress on paper really is remarkable. We have universal access frameworks, we have comprehensive gender equality strategies, and disability inclusion policies.
Sure, the structure is there.
The structure is definitely there, the failure occurs in the operational mechanics. Implementation fails because the funding model heavily relies on donor-driven capital expenditures to build the physical tap or toilet.
Leaving the long-term costs to the locals.
Exactly. It leaves the operational cost to cash-strapped local municipalities. These local utility offices lack the tax base to fund adequate budgets, they don't have practical training for workers, and there is, virtually zero local accountability. They simply run out of resources.
I hear that, but you're giving the policy a massive repass by separating it from its real-world application. A policy that prioritizes engineering drawings over human realities is inherently flawed from the start.
How so? The policies dictate inclusion.
Because high-level policies are almost always written for an average citizen, marginalized groups are excluded by design, not by accident. If an official framework allows a sanitation facility to be constructed without explicitly mandating and funding true accessibility as a prerequisite for approval, well, that is a policy gap.
But that's an execution problem.
No, it's not an implementation error if the local contractors are following a defective blueprint perfectly.
Okay, let's ground this. Look at the reality of Abebech, the single mother living in one of these rapidly growing urban settlements mentioned in the text. Every morning, she walks for hours waiting and carrying heavy jerry cans, all because her local public tap has been broken for months.
Which is a tragedy, yes.
Right. But it is a maintenance failure. Think about it.